So this is what it's like to be rich. Okay.
Quit it. To be a hobbyist, an extreme hobbyist.
Okay. Brand new Jeep. He's going to trade in and get something better. But this thing rides like a cloud. It's amazing to me.
Even grumpy old man likes it. Not.
Only around you, Greg.
Ben,
Yeah.
that's their house over there.
Okay.
Way out here, 50 miles, directly west of Chicago. And what's exciting about this is they've lived in this house. This is their 6th season, and this is their first pond because they spent the last 5 years basically remodeling and creating Ellen's dream hobby farm.
Gotcha.
So we only built this a week and a half ago.
Wow.
Yeah. So this is Blue Sky Farms. And there he is.
Oh, he's outside waiting on you.
Yep. Look at that.
Mr. Baylou.
Hey.
Perfect timing. It's starting to rain.
It's already recorded, buddy.
It reminds me of my dad's house with all the coon hunting dogs. How you doing, buddy?
Nice seeing you again.
This is my buddy Reaper or Vince.
Hey, Vince. How are you?
This is Ed.
Nice to meet you.
All right, so Ed, I had to leave the day before we fired this up.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, Cooper. So, obviously still a cleanup work to do. We finished up this. I started back on another big project, and then we went to that. But we have it operating. You guys are always busy. Always busy.
You gotta get close to the microphone.
So this is where she's got 3 baby goats in here. 2 were born this morning at like 6 a.m.
Are you serious?
2 this morning.
Wow.
So we have like 7 baby goats here right now. So that's the little Hobbit house. There's Ellen. You ever met my wife or not?
Yes, but
Very long ago.
Okay.
I remember it though.
Perfect baby. Hi, Dad. How are you? Are we hugging?
Maybe.
Yeah, we had babies.
Really?
Good,
Vince?
right? Pleased to meet you. And your name?
Vince.
Vince. Pleased to meet you, Vince. Awesome.
he asked me if he ever met you. I'm like, I know her, so I had to have met her. It had to be through videos.
Oh, yeah, probably. Yeah, we birthed some baby goats this morning.
Exciting.
Yeah, I'll have to show them to you.
So what do you think of your time here?
I love the log.
I love it. Yeah. The log.
The waterfall
You know,
over the log too.
We've had a pond for many, many years. I don't know. How long have we had a pond?
20
before
years.
us?
Yeah.
24, 25 years.
Yeah.
And being out here at the farm, there were so many projects, we never got to a pond.
Right. That's what Greg
And
was telling me
so-
over here on the way.
It was like we were so used to having a pond that we were dumbfounded when we didn't for a while, and then you kind of get used to it, and it was like, oh, it's nice to have a pond again, you know?
The noise, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so show us the Hobbit house.
All right. Come on over. So the idea of all of this is kind of just obviously a deep stream type of a look, not necessarily pond, but nice deep pockets. Amy is working right now on me getting a permit for native fish capture and so I can hold them. So I want to get some cool native fish inside of there. This will be the door. I haven't touched this since we were out here last.
I like this piece of wood as the entrance.
Yeah, it's cool, huh?
Dormer.
Right, so this is just got crushed stone and everything. This is my little Hobbit house, all reclaimed wood. So these are old,
You guys did that.
old cedar telephone poles, about 60, 70 years old, came from a neighboring farm. All 4x6 oak beams. These things are like
real 4x6.
real 4x6 oak beams. These things are solid. On top of that, we have our decking. So I just did that Japanese charring technique with flaming.
I watch your videos.
Yeah. Then I got treated plywood on top of that. But I was originally a little concerned about loading up soil on here, but things rock rocks out. So that's just fabric to protect just from moisture and everything. But what I'm going to do a combination of stonework, woodwork, or whatever in between these to kind of make more decorative panels. Like all this stuff will be buried. These are just cedar, or not cedar. These are treated. So that's just treated wood to keep the soil out. But everything, this whole half is buried under dirt. I made a design change over here. I have an old fireplace, cast iron fireplace. I'm going to inset that into the wall, so it'll kind of warm this place up a little bit. That's going to be a little window. I'm actually looking for a round window to frame out and put in there. And again, all the other stuff that you're seeing. I don't know. I'm looking for some cool. I know it might be. So then I got to make a door. This inside will take me a long time.
Next time you come out here, we'll say,
Wait for me, my hub.
What kind of fish?
Well, no, not even bass and bluegills. So I'm looking at shiners, chubs, stone rollers, stuff like that are found in the local rivers.
The local creeks and
Yep.
okay.
Yep, exactly. So that's more conducive to this type of.
I have a question.
Yep.
How long will it go on like that?
That oak will last decades
Especially in the water.
in the water. So the water will actually, that actually helps it. So when it's all the way submerged, you know, the driftwood and everything. I mean, they have those logs that are pulling up on lakes in
Just got to cover that with rocks. That's the biofalls right there. And then we have a wetland filter over there, downflow. Look at how beautiful this is. Great vista. Farm country. Now we get to see the goats.
Charlie, yeah, you know, Matt.
Yeah, I think we've met.
Hi, Charlie.
You know, Greg, this is Big Rich. Vince.
Nice to meet you.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, those are the older ones, right?
They were, the one that looks different was born on Memorial Day, and the other two were
Oh my
born.
goodness, look how cute.
You can go in, open it up.
They're actually 5 days old.
Where's the two babies?
They were just born this morning.
The ones that were
They're
They're in the other room. They're actually bigger than these little ones.
You gotta keep these
Oh
separated.
my goodness, look.
It's
Hey, they're attacking me.
it's super tiny. Do you want a bottle feed them?
Rich does.
Rich wants to bottle
I always bottle feed all the babies we have.
I
We do
know.
baby skunks every year. You know, we save a lot of different things.
I have a baby squirrel right now that
Oh,
I
that's
yeah.
adorable.
Yeah,
Oh, look at you.
Someone had discovered him in the middle of the road with his eyes shut. She asked if I want to try to rehabilitate him, so I did. I loved every minute of it. And just for the last week, I've been letting him out in the tree. He runs out in the tree, and at night I say, "Rhodey, come down," and I put my hands on the tree, and he runs down my arm and goes back in the house with me.
I had chipmunks like that. They would be on my shoulder. They'd
Yeah.
run down, get your dinner plate, get some
A little bit, yeah. Yeah, Rhodey's really cute.
So where are the two babies?
They're in the other barn with their
And,
mamas.
and this is what you're going to bottle feed?
Yes, these
No,
these
we're
are
gonna
the
bottle
babies.
feed these. Those guys are with their mamas. These are bottle babies.
They were on their week
The
old.
brown one was born Memorial Day. The other ones were born the week before that.
Now you just
They're
sit there
just
and hold the
exception-
bottle for them.
Yeah, I'll
Or
show
you
you in a
don't pick 'em
minute.
up?
Charlie's warming it up. They're exceptionally small
What kind are they?
Nigerian dwarf goats. Why don't we go see the new babies and then you can come back and feed these because Charlie's got to warm up a bottle.
Don't step on them, Rich.
I would never.
Let them chew on your hair.
I'll get that. Get hit more.
Narrow door.
You doing okay? You tired?
Yeah.
That was exhausting.
Rich.
Yeah, Rich, you would have never been able to fit through this about a month ago. Wow, no problem, little Rich.
So this is Mama who just had her babies.
What kind of goats are these?
I'll say Nigerian dwarf goats. So these are her two babies she just had at 7 o'clock this morning.
What's inside the, what's in the
Two
tank?
more that are 2 weeks old. So this is a little girl.
That's how big they get born, huh?
These were pretty big babies, yeah.
They are. They're almost
Yeah.
the same size as the ones over there.
Exactly. Wait until you see the other ones.
Aw.
And then this is
Look
the
at
little
that.
boy. Look at the color on this one. He's like
Oh, my
black and
goodness.
brown. Isn't he pretty?
Do you hear that?
Yeah.
Already nursing boys. So they were just a couple hours old, huh?
Just a couple hours old, yeah. And
Yeah,
then,
Tracy would love
She
this.
would be losing her mind right now.
And then this
seeing
is-
these. Oh my goodness.
this is Dale and Brennan. These guys were born 2 weeks ago? Not quite 2 weeks ago.
And where's their mom?
She's the other one right by you.
Take this camera out and talk about the water feature, what you get from rocks and
Okay.
and everything else.
Yep. Could I turn it around? All right, so I'm going to give you a little bit of an update of exactly what was done out here. So I'm going to talk a little bit about the property real quick. So you just had everybody over here in the baby barn. So this is where the little baby goats are. And this is where Ellen has some of her animal interactions. So what we were trying to do was create a unique viewing place where people can interact with all the different animals, as well as the water feature. And as we all know, water is the source of all life. So you need water features in any environment, for animals, for people's health, for biodiversity, for all the birds, all the pollinators, all the different things that inhabit this area. So we tried to create a really cool little stream system that is mimicking the local rivers that are found kind of way back a couple miles that away. So we have Big Rock Creek, Little Rock Creek, etc. So all those things feed into the Fox River watershed. Our area is loaded with limestone as well as sandstone in this area. So we wanted to try to utilize that same type of stone. So that's exactly what we have here. We also have a little bit of mixed in granite boulders, which is a glacial till, which is also found here, as that was brought in by the last glaciation period. So what we have, we created this really cool little Hobbit structure over here. Subterranean house, just to kind of create a cool little gathering place, something really, really unique. Then on top of it, we have this beautiful little waterfall system. So the waterfall actually starts on the back side of the roof. It kind of comes around that corner, falls into view. The sights, the sounds of this are just awesome. I'm going to be in the next week. I will be planting all of this up. So I'm going to be coming in with grasses and trees and everything else to really naturalize this feature. What I love about this is not only the sight and the sound, but how it interacts with that Hobbit house. So there's going to be a beautiful little round window kind of tucked right in that pocket. I brought in some of the natural native logs of the area. So these are all oak logs. They came from a farm right over here in the background. So that is Rich Harvest Farm. So that's where some of those oak trees came down. But this is going to be an incredible feature. It's already an incredible feature. But, you know, the whole process is just a lot of fun. I love now I've had a chance to live with it here for, we've had it operational now for about 10 days. So I like the opportunity of looking at it from different angles, seeing how people interact with it as they come to the farm and how they're going to utilize it. I'm going to have a pathway going across. I want to do a fire pit. Originally I was thinking here. I think I'm going to move it back a little bit further just because we have a big property. So there's no need to kind of cram everything together. So I'm going to also do a planted mound over here. So we have such a big high mound on this side. I want to kind of balance it with something bigger over here. And again, with some of those plants, we brought in these trees when we originally purchased the property. So those are all starting to take hold and everything is really starting to come together here.
There you go.
Okay, there you go.
And you just
Yep, put her in there. Okay, Ed, can you push those two? Edgar,
Yes, what?
push those two this way. I'm recording Vince right now.
Hi. Oh, look at you.
Oh man, we got some good suction too.
They were demanding. Look at their little tails. Look at the tails.
So you had a drill in your hand.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. That's just sheer happiness.
It is, man.
Yeah, for sure.
Aw. I just want to pick them up and kiss them.
Rich, I would let you. I do that all the time, right? When they're done eating, you can get them my little kisses.
Ellen, your
Well, my wife would be in
phone is
tears
down
right
in your
now.
back pocket. Huh?
Usually is. Thank you.
So the Juno will come in and lift them up off their face for you. She likes to clean up duty.
She cleans her faces when they're done milk, bottle feeding.
They pushed the bottle away where they want it to be.
So what's interesting is when, even right after they're born, it's amazing. The way they tell their mother they want the milk to come down is they punch her really hard in the back. So when they do that jerk, it's them like wanting the
their
milk to
signal.
come faster.
Right.
And when it's on the
Sorry, buddy,
mom's,
there's no more.
when it's on the mom's udder, that's exactly what they do. They punch her bag, and then she.
You want to see him? Come here. Go on in.
Juno, come clean the babies off.
He's okay.
Oh,
Wow.
really?
He's good at the job.
Yep, all gone. There's nothing there. It's all gone.
Rich, you can pick one up. Just
It feels so bad
If they
taking
get-
the bottle away.
yeah, I know, right?
Aw.
And they like to be held flat, like yeah, perfect, like that. Yep.
Hi.
They don't like to be.
You're so precious. I wish I had more milk to give you.
They'd eat all day.
Mwah. You're just precious. My wife would be in tears right now if she was here. She would love you. I wouldn't be able to leave unless I want one from you. I swear.
They'd be coming home with you, right?
Property, you can totally do it.
Oh, look at you. Look at that little mouth. It's hi. Oh.
She's giving you kisses.
You're so precious.
She's the tiniest goat. Her name's Teeny. She is the tiniest goat. They tried to nurse from Juno.
I know, I saw that.
That's not a female.
Yeah.
Wow. You're like the Pied Piper.
Totally, they follow her everywhere.
She'll come back in.
Yeah, the horses aren't coming in.
Hey, can we get some goat yoga with Rich? I'd love to see him doing,
He's not there right now.
baby and all that other stuff. Do you know what a happy baby is?
No.
The thing extended.
What's that?
They want the patio extended all the way to the top, the gravel patio, so the shack can walk down. So the next time you'll see Ed, what are you building for him, Ed?
I'm going to be building an unbelievable koi pond over at Rich's place. So we have a 20 by 40 space. We're doing a wetland filtration system. It's going to be 4 feet deep, big, long, right off the edge of the deck and everything. It's going to be incredible.
So I'm donating the materials. Ed, the pond professor, is going there. And if you like this stuff, if you want to see about ecology and water features and Hobbit ponds, then check out Ed, the pond professor on YouTube.
You got it.
I
Love
my job.
That was awesome.